But right now, what we're doing, we're playing Madden 19 Mud Draft like we used to do. And I'm picking my coach right now. It's either the 49ers, Green Bay Packers, or the Falcons. We got the pack, we delivering. I remember cold nights I was shivering. I had to go get the bag and no stopping me. Saying they know I'm a prodigy. Saying these be watching me. Start to Sean. Nigel Bradham, 92 left outside linebacker. 90 or 90. Right. When I saw my first 100 bids, got my first 100 bids and made it through the running, man. They know how we coming, man. Gotta get this money, man. I came up from nothing. My defense buddy is dead. Not going, no. When I saw my first 100 bids, got my first 100 bids and made it through the running, man. I'm getting straight defense players. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something, man. It's hard, I'll take Lattimore. Ooh. Oh yeah, you about to get smacked, Sean. Julio Jones, okay. Travis Coleman. Juju Smith. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you about to get that. But what? Oh, let's pick another one. Jalen Ramsey. To Sean, that Jalen Ramsey. To Sean, you lost. Oh, damn, Kirk Cousins. Oh, I need defense, offensive line. My office isn't set. Oh, left tackle. I switched him to right tackle. And play. You're not going nowhere on my defense, just to let you know now. GG, I take this dub. Okay. I finished my draft, Tashawn. Oh yeah, look at that name, HBR $23. But get that smack. 84. Alright, I ain't worried about it. I don't know. Don't reset yet. Oh yeah, to somebody get that butt whooping. I'm already inviting you. You know, I gotta take that home advantage. Oh, I have to download the roster. Hold on. I told you I haven't been on Madden. I was about to say 2K. Oh yeah, buddy, get that butt whooping. No quitting and best man wins. I'll stay on the phone actually. Suck it, trash talk. Hold on.
Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, Alabama.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Try to get it to Woods. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll buy some time right. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down. Staying at. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The 1st carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Cousins sliding out of the pocket. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's...
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when you grab that one.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play.
Oh, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On third down, Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on first down, second down, third down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because this confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. The great blocking nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Flush to his right. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the... Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is fielded at the 27. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now Brady, a dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Jones. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try. The defense makes a good play, too. Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as it...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Following the interception, Cousins. Caught by Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Complete to Jones. And now running right through it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he fires one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better than in Jersey.
Dancing, now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
A on plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call.
This is a question of who wants it more. Easy to get stuck behind all the big bodies, but you've got to find a space and fight forward for the first down.
Cousins, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Austin Hooper from a yard out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, it's Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first and 10, here's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to launch this. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. Taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 21-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he's got some space here. Robert Woods, the 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Robert Woods, 85 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Janikowski good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On second down, Kamara. Oh, now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw on third down, Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, here's Kamara. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Back now here on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Play action now. Cousins. Incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Miles Jack in there to get him for a loss of 5. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Throwing now is Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. He'll get it up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nigel Bradham in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. They run it again with Kamara. Powering his way forward. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26.